Camron and Mace has burst onto the scene with their new podcast. It is what it is. Camron, Mace, and Stat Baby. You know, they're known for keeping it all the way real. Camron has some crazy takes. Mace, Mace is Mace, who he's always been, and Stat is the baby on there. She comes with the stat lines and brings up everything. But we all know, well, us old heads, we know Cam and Mace from back in the day. They're two big time hip hop guys. They had a large fan base. So when they came into the podcast industry, they came in with guns blazing. And they coming into this year, they signed a $30 million deal. And things is looking up for these guys. Well, in the podcast games, a lot of people, they talk about a lot of stuff. But with the SA stuff going around, being thrown around in the Me Too situation, women are now coming out of the woodwork saying things that happened to them in the industry. Camron decided to talk about some escapades that they had in the past. He just decided to bring up some things that they did when they were young, talking about being in the whorehouse. And they took a woman home, him and Mace, and they had SCX with this woman. And, he got into detail about it. In today's time, with so much going on, some people thought that may have been in poor taste. But I know that in today's time, everything is raunchy. Everything is put on the table. And that's what people tune in to watch. So it's a little hypocrisy, back and forth. But Melyssa Ford had something to say about Camron and what he said in the past. And she threw some real salacious accusations, unwarranted, towards Camron and Mace. Let's look at what she had to say about Camron and Mace. We'll come right back.
I don't think that's right what you're doing. I don't think that's right.
Well, who's doing?
What you doing? I don't think that's right. Like, them niggas clearly went to a whorehouse and took somebody up out of there.
Says them. And
that's who told the story. But that's who told the story.
I get that.
So of course it says them. Who else
is there a distinct possibility that there may have been underage girls in that whorehouse?
Oh, come on
now.
That's crazy.
I don't know what you're doing.
That's crazy.
What are you doing?
Okay, I'm not gonna land that plane.
So as you can see on the Joe Buttons podcast, when Melyssa Ford said what she said, she was getting pushback from the men there. But it was kind of crazy because she was basically saying that it could have been insinuating that there could have been women, underage girls there, and we don't know, and it was just unwarranted, but we're in that time now where believe all women. Believe all women. I'm gonna say some stuff in this video a little later that may ruffle some feathers, but I'm gonna tell the truth. But Camron and Mace, they decided to strike back and voice their opinion. So let's listen to what Camron and Mace had to say, and then we'll come right back.
I can't laugh. Last time we said something, people took it way serious. Look, we're just here to tell the truth. We're not into anything illegal, so you can stop trying to put that together. Let me put you together right quick. Don't ever come for me and kill her. Ever in your in your mother's life, nigga. This is not what you want.
Yo, I promise you all the comments say, ooh. It's like, you picked the wrong people to fuck with.
You picked the wrong one. Because I can't tell you how much I don't care. I couldn't even tell you how much.
Yo, because I'm going to be honest with you.
And he's more petty than I am.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Only reason and if need be, we will revisit this. If need be,
we can revisit it.
Yeah, but the whole thing, this is screaming desperate and attention. Like, yo, it really is. So I'm not going. But if need, nigga, because niggas is looking for us on
this.
We have
never, ever tried to take nothing from nobody.
Secondly,
we only like people that love us more than we love ourselves.
We have a whole segment on that. Secondly, who was looking out for us?
We were young.
Who was looking out for us when we was, listen, man, we ain't gonna give it no attention, but tread lightly. Be careful. Because I'll tell you one thing, I know a lot of people are ice.
Snipers and sharpshooters.
Snipers, sharpshooters, and I know people are ice. I have you escorted back up across the border. Be careful. Be careful.
So after Camron and Mace responded back to Melyssa Ford, something happened on the planet that I never would have thought I seen. A woman apologized for something. I'm talking about, I think the earth shook, the sun crashed into the ocean, the sharks and the whales came up out of the ocean and began to walk. They grew feet. Humans began to fly. It was just all kinds of stuff going on that usually don't happen because a woman decided to apologize and hold herself accountable for her wrong. So she came onto the Joe Budden podcast and she went on to apologize for saying that the comments that she said was unwarranted. She shouldn't have said, alluding to that it could have been underage girls in that place when she admitted that she's never been to a whorehouse before, allegedly. She says that she's never been to a whorehouse. But see, what happens is when you put something like that out there to the airwaves, it grows legs. And now people begin to make accusations or insinuations about Camron and Mace that was unwarranted because she should have never said that. There's nobody out there accusing them of anything. They're telling a story from when they was teenagers about the escapades that they had back in the day coming into the industry. She's an industry woman too. We'll get into that later. But she went on to apologize on the Joe Budden podcast. Let's check out and see what she had to say. We'll come right back.
Out there on somebody, how serious that is. That's why I asked if you just wanted to apologize for that, because that was crazy. I did, and the way they responded, like, I commend them for it, because they could have jumped out the window and would have been well within their right for that.
Absolutely. You said, "Oh, you're gonna get your ass handed for that comment," and
I said, are you sure that you want that to be there? Because they're gonna kill you. This is what I said.
No, you didn't. But okay.
Well, either way you stood it. Your point in that conversation was valid without that.
I agree with that as well.
It didn't even need
it. Didn't need it. You're absolutely right. I don't even want to say the phrase "walk it back." I'll just say I apologize. I should never have made that insinuation. They're absolutely right. And you're right. I do know they did offer grace. Because they could have said something completely differently, and I appreciate that. So you're absolutely right. I shouldn't have made that insinuation at all. What my original statement was of that I felt like it was, in poor taste considering the environment that we're in right now. That's all I could have said and left it at that.
Correct.
So yes, I do. I apologize.
And it's funny with a lot of these old chicks. See, because I'm going to say something that I always say that people, I'm going to keep it all the way 100. Listen, I'm almost 50. Back in the day, a lot of women was hoes and a lot of men was tricking. That's just what it was. Yeah, your mom might be saved, sanctified, and delivered right now, but back in the day, your mom was wild. She probably got pregnant with you in the pool in Cancun in 97. It was wild. You think what you saw going on in Mocha Fest in Houston was something? You should have saw the Greek picnic in Philly back in the 90s. You should have saw the Freaknik back in the day when there was no cell phones, when there was no computers in the house, when your mom was twerking on a box Chevy. Yeah, it was going down. Now all of a sudden, we can't tell the truth. What was going on is what was going on. The truth is the truth. A lot of women was and a lot of dudes was tricking. Yes. So Melyssa Ford is an industry girl. You know what I mean? She's known for dating, for being with Tyrese, former NFL player Brian Cox, Drake, Flo Rida, all kinds of dudes. So when Cam was speaking, he was basically saying, don't make me open up that door because I know a lot of stuff about you. You an industry girl. We know you a vixen. We know what you was about. So now you want to come on here and come for me because I'm on here speaking my truth? You want to come for me? That's why she knew she had to really get out there and apologize. And Joe Budden said, they're gonna get you. They're going to crucify you. They're going to destroy you. They're going to come for you. Because Joe Budden is an industry guy. He knows what she's about. And I'm going to tell you, back in the day, unfortunately, you had a lot of bad dudes and women that played the game. But a lot of times for a woman to get a leg up in society, she had to put her legs up. That's just, it is what it is. So for her to come out and start insinuating that, knowing she got a checkered past, come on, man. But I'm going to say this to some of you brothers out there that's starting to make your way up in the podcast game. Tread lightly. Say certain things, but keep it decent. You don't he could have said it, but I think You know, you got Stat Baby on there. She's like 25 years old, a little younger, young enough to be our daughters. You got to have a filter nowadays. You have to have a filter, Cam. So be careful on some of the things that you say, and I hope that this was a learning piece for you. Because I know a lot of us come from the block. We used to speak in our mind, but when you come out here into the corporate structure of America, the way we articulate some things you gotta scale it back a little bit. You can keep it real, but scale it back just a little bit, because you got vultures. You got sharks. They smell blood in the water, and they can't wait to get a take on something that somebody say so that they can blow up on it. They can clout chase off of you. So you got to be careful what you're saying out here, man, because like I said, that was a total clout chase move, and she got called out on it, and she was forced to apologize. But I'm going to cut this video short here, man. All of us can learn from something like this. Make sure y'all subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.